for solo leveling Glaze, or maybe not Glaze. Title of the Sinchi video is called "The newest solo leveling episode 2 was ... What happened?" Well, I don't know, I actually watched it. It was a low priority episode, right? Nothing crazy happened. Just kind of world building and setting up the stage.
This episode starts with... Wait, this is Fortnite. What? Oh,
Yeah.
wait, it's Wuthering Waves. You might be thinking,
Shout outs to Wuthering Waves. Anybody still playing that game?
Sinchi, why are you making a video on this episode when there was literally nothing happening?
Easy, because why would you not make a video about solo leveling? It just gets easy views, bro. It's just easy farm.
Easy. Money. Season 2, episode 4
Exactly.
was the weakest looking episode of this season for obvious reasons. It's a low priority episode.
Yep.
Very low priority, without the backing of not much talent. While it still looks good since it's solo leveling, but there was definitely some complaints I have for this. It's not nitpicking, but it kinda is.
Okay.
People might be confused on why I highlight some very minor inconsistencies. It's not because I do it to just criticize the show. No, it's mostly just signs that the production isn't going smoothly, as people might like to say. These inconsistencies should be not showing in some of the most earlier episodes. There's a lot of checks, rechecks, then rechecks for those specific scenes. Van Oba, a person that did a layout for the first episode, said that he worked on this last year, which we can assume that they were working on season 2 when season 1 was still airing. This is not me saying that they only started animating episode 1 at that time. Usually episodes don't get produced in a chronological order. Something like episode 4 is finished, but episode 1 is not. But episode 3 is finished. You get...
Oh, I didn't know that. Like, I thought that they focus on one episode and then build on, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. But like low priority episodes, get that shit over with. Spend more time building and focusing on priority episodes and give that the full polish. Okay.
Get the idea. Is this a good schedule? Not really. A year and a couple of months for this big scale fight that we're gonna see in the second half, it's not that favorable, and the team in solo leveling is not the biggest ever, but I trust Kaneko and the staff working on this. Hopefully that rant can make my video 8 minutes long. This episode covered chapter
9 minutes and 11 seconds. Good enough.
62.
Also, you know what the most shameless thing you can do is stretch out the 8. You know why he said 8 minutes? 8 minutes is basically, here, I'll show you guys. If you go to the YouTube console, and maybe you know that if you have, over 1,000 subs and, 4,000, I think, watch time for the last month or something, that's when you can basically start monetizing your content. And when you can start monetizing your content, let me show you. So you see the console here, right? I'm going to find a video that's less than 8 minutes and one that's more than 8 minutes. Here we go. If Squid Game had a rap battle and we have the guild, and let's say, actually this one, 8 minute 31, perfect one, right? When you go to the monetization process, and this video did so fucking bad, but hey, it is what it is. Only videos longer than 8 minutes are eligible for mid-roll ads during the video. Okay, so what does that mean? It means that if you go over 8 minutes, then you're able to click review placement and add in potential ad slots. Now, I want you to realize this. If you choose manually place your ad breaks, and by the way, this is what you should be doing or you're missing out on money. You're literally leaving money on the table if you're letting the automatically place done. Because the automatic placement will make it like, if let's do this. Let's change this. This is what happens. What do you think you're gonna do? How do you think you're gonna get more money, huh? Using the automatic feature or literally manually fucking placing it like this? See this? Every bar here means a potential slot for an ad. This doesn't mean that these are all ads. This does not mean that at all. What you want to do is kind of place like these slots at like 1 minute-ish intervals, I think. And shout outs to Tectone. He's the one that actually taught me this in one of the videos that he made, or it was like a stream where I was like, holy shit, I've been leaving so much fucking money on the table, bro. And once I did this, I started to earn a lot more money. And yeah, it's the nature of the game, right? You want to fucking serve ads, but I want you to realize this too. If you choose to manually place ad breaks, avoid placing breaks at disruptive points, blah, blah, blah. Note that ads don't guarantee that ads will appear for every viewer. These are potential slots where advertisers will like basically it's kind of like an auction system where they will compete to see, all right, I want to put my ad there, I want to put my ad here, blah blah blah. So again, these are potential opportunities of ad placement. This does not mean you're gonna get an ad every fucking 30 seconds. But to bring it back, basically you can't do that if the video is not longer than 8 minutes. That's why you make a lot more money if you hit that 8-minute mark. That's why you also see a lot of YouTubers who, you ever realize that sometimes the content just feels very lackluster? Like there's no passion in the video. And they're just kind of just like, you know, just pumping a video for the sake of doing it. You'll notice that those videos are in that like exactly 8-minute mark. And the most shameless way to do this is, let's say this video, the Squid Game video, right? 3 minutes, 49 seconds. You know what I could have done? I could have simply added 4 minutes and like 11 seconds of just black screen at the end of the video, where basically you have nothing playing. Maybe you could have like a hovering element of like subscribe here, click on this video for 4 minutes and 11 seconds to make it to the 8-minute mark. You know what I mean? So that you could literally, you know, get to this part and add the ad breaks. But if you did that, now let's imagine, right? Let's imagine that at this point, the 4-minute mark, this is all just black screen because you're just padding literally nothing to hit that 4-minute mark. You're not gonna make money though, because people need to be seeing the ads for you to actually make money off of these mid-rolls. So just because you added that extra 4 minutes at the very end to make this 8 minutes, if people click off the moment the screen goes black, they're not seeing the ads. So you're not really doing anything. In fact, people will be like, damn, bro, you are so fucking shameless. You really did that, huh? Anyways, that's some background YouTube shit.
To chapter 66, although they did add the first 3 to 4 pages of chapter 67, there's as usual content, not that crazy. It would be funny if they had some of the interactions of these low rank hunters when Jinwoo was in the reassessing thing. I know some.
Hey, it's these two. Okay, so this guy was the one with the flashy jacket, the purple jacket, that was like, oh, you know, it's fine as long as you don't get E rank. And this is the guy that had the family and the daughter, right? That's like, oh my god, maybe if I get more than E rank, they'll come back to my family. So this guy at the very end, you know, at the end and in the anime episode, right, in that scene, he was like looking really down. But in the webtoon, already immediately confirmed, oh, I'm E rank. But this guy became C rank, man.
I know some people are really bummed out that the removal of most of the funny moments.
Yeah, the shadows, right? Competing for Jinwoo's affection. Igris bringing the head of a monster. And basically Iron being like, no, I can do more.
Of the shadows or the chibi very expressive faces. I get that, but we got Jinwoo looking less heartless and emotionless in the anime. So I think that's a fair trade.
Aura farming, man. They're just too focused on aura farming in the anime.
And that also will be a good thing for future events. Little changes that there was a monster that was actually shown here rather than a gate.
The boss.
When Jinwoo was running to the gate. They removed choice smoking in the dungeon.
Yeah, bro, they removed all the smoking. In fact, apparently in season 1 as well, there was no smoking. And why am I upset about that? Because the smoking plays into like his flame magic. Also, it kind of gives an aura, man. Look at this, right? Now, smoking is bad, kids. You should not smoke. Bad. Don't do it. Don't even vape. Don't do any of that. But look at how cool he looks here compared to here, man. Lost the aura.
It would have looked cool since he like inflamed his cigar. But
exactly. It's used as like an ignition, right? The cigar is used as part of his fire magic. It would have been so cool to see it.
His cigar, but I get it. Smoking is bad for you guys. I mean, who would do that?
My man, hitting that juice. Also, another thing. Okay, smoking is bad, but killing is good. I want you to think about this. Sung Jin-woo has now killed 3 living people, human beings. Why don't you censor that? I genuinely do not understand the idea of these corporations who make these decisions where it's just like, listen, we have all these different fucked up elements. Killing and violence and blah, blah, blah. But like smoking cigarettes, no, that's really bad. Because I guess in their minds, the killing part is something so unfathomable that you don't need to censor it. People would simply see it and realize that like, yo, this is something that no one would ever actually do. Therefore, we don't need to go out of our way to censor it. But the smoking is something that a kid, I guess, could pick up out of habit because someone looked cool and do it. That's my line of thinking of why they think that, like, they should censor, cigarettes, but, like, not killing. But still, it's just so stupid. Also, there is the smoking part too, right? I mean, sorry, the drinking part. They're literally drinking alcohol. But I guess they view smoking as like a bigger taboo than alcohol.
This is also Cha-haen, Choi, and Gunhee's first appearance in the manhwa, I think. I don't know about the novel. All of the Cha-haens.
This is still the most insane fucking camera work, bro.
The Cha-haen scenes you see in the anime is original scenes.
Yeah.
Same goes for the other Ezra counter.
Oh, this was such a good moment. This one cut with Guildmaster Che with the trauma from the ant raid, bro. This came out of fucking nowhere. Still one of the hardest scenes in Solo Leveling.
The Ezra counters I mentioned. The episode was directed and storyboarded by Makiko Hayase. She's mostly an animator, mainly for Bones or Shaft back then.
Okay.
Although this is her only sequence that
only season for Mob Psycho, but still elite.
She did that I can find. So yeah, her previous storyboarding / directing gig was in episode 5 of Solo Leveling, another not really important episode. Again, this episode there is really not much.
There's the, the E rank guy. Sorry, this guy became E rank, but he was wearing a cool jacket and this guy became C rank. Woo!
To talk about. The most standout part is probably the overall boards and some of the drawings. There was quite a bit of usage of these overhead shots, really played with some of the angles and perspective work.
Okay.
The art direction itself is standard Solo Leveling. It looks great. This also, I love Jinwoo's hand positioned like this. It creates like
a heart for Cha-haen.
A love heart to tell the viewer that Jinwoo actually likes Gunhee. Some people
I mean, I think that's a listen. The way that Gogan was so down bad for Jinwoo was shockingly funny. Of how he's like, "Oh, my heart's going doki doki. I've never had blood pumping like this thanks to this young man. If only I was 20 to 30 years younger, I could stand in the front lines with them and clap some booty together, man." Also, just like a random fun fact about body language, and I think I don't know. I don't know if this is really true or not, but basically there are studies that pretty much imply, and this is actually Shikamaru too. Shikamaru hand posture, and if you've seen Naruto, then you'll know what I'm talking about. There's a character named Shikamaru who constantly does this pose, and you'll see his hands, right? It's connected. The fingers are connected. Basically this or basically this. It's the same shit. What that means is someone is very confident in themselves. When someone naturally does a pose like this, you're basically aura farming. Subconsciously, your body language means that you are confident, you are dominating, you are thinking, you are aware, you are just in charge. That's what this body language means. Now, I think some of that's kind of bullshit, but that's what they say. That's what they say.
Love heart to tell the viewer that Jinwoo actually likes
Gunhee.
Some people complain about the aura. They added the aura.
I always do that, but didn't know about it. That just means you're subconsciously just Giga Chad.
In pose. They've always used it like this since season 1. I can't lie, it does sometimes not look as menacing.
Yeah, I much prefer the webtoon's way of doing the aura, right? They are missing this flickering. They're missing the flickering of these dark blue, it's more distinct, right? You can see individual traces. Here, it just kind of looks a very weak, like here you see the blue here, right? I talked about this in the aura farming analysis, where the aura here, it just kind of looks like just regular smoke that you can see right over here and here. But it's missing that extra like lightning effect with the black shadows. Same here too, right? It's just one dimensional. There's no extra texture. There's no extra texture that you can see from Kogani, with this little extra like line right here. It just kind of looks like a smoke.
As menacing. I think the anime portrayed it better with Gunhee Sacho appearance to Jinwoo. Gunhee slowly coming out of the shadows really gives off more aura. The thing that didn't give more aura is definitely some of the other stuff. Usually I don't really like to compare the manhwa and the anime for obvious reasons. The aura in the manhwa gives off more presence, you can say, compared to the anime.
Wow, look at that. Look at the fire aura. The ultimate soldier, the strongest fire magician, the exact opposite title of what Jinmu is.
Anime. The problem too, using these VFX on characters is that it's different colors. If you see in the shadows, they use the same type of VFX, but it's not surrounding the entire body. It's just little flames in some parts of the body. It's the same color. That's why it meshes better. Blue and blue, black and black. You
Yep.
get me. I am a bit disappointed with Choi's appearance. The famous Choi panel
Yeah, this eye, right? It's way more imposing here. This kind of seems a little bit washed out. Is it too bright in the background? I mean, it's not as no. It's not the brightness that's ruining it. It's that it's not popping out like it in the webtoon, right? This overall skin tone, this shading of this, it's just not popping out.
The famous Choi panel doing his Aizen cosplay was adapted, in my opinion, pretty meh. The red glow on the eyes really gives
They're
off
missing
more
it.
aura to farm. By the way, if they use the same type of aura that was in the manhwa, it would look way more dog shit compared to how the anime portrayed it. Another
Really?
good thing this episode is
If they use the same type of aura, it would look way more dog shit. I think I know what he means. It's kind of like this. Let me give you an analogy. You think that anime girls are cute until you see what an anime girl might actually look like if they're real in real life. You know what I'm saying? Big, giant fucking bug eyes. It just looks fucking weird in realistic portrayal. To take that ridiculous example, it would be very awkward to have, this fire stuff kind of like, I guess, happening in the anime. It just wouldn't translate well. You know what I mean?
it would look way more dog shit compared to how the anime portrayed it. Another good thing this episode is the drawings, at least some of them. Tomoko Sudo is the chief AD, and her drawings are always phenomenal since she is the character designer for Soul Leveling. The
Okay.
close-up shots are amazing. I mean, this shot just makes me wanna...
Ooh.
Oh wait, wrong thing.
Oh, daddy. Goddamn. Jimu's arms, bro. Look at them. Look at that bicep. Look at the tricep over here. The lateral delt popping out. You got the front delt. You got the rear delt as well. This is nice design, right? You see this line over here? It's really giving that 3D volumetric look. Listen, guys, if you want that big arm, and listen, I'm not a fucking bodybuilder, but I like to be sweaty and try to understand and study this, the art of bodybuilding. You got to work on the rear delts, man. Big shoulders, like if you want big, like a lot of people want like big arms. Here, let me. I got a big. The shading is lighting is bad. You can't see the lighting. How about this? No, it doesn't. Lighting. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh. Huh? You can kind of see the that's the bicep here. This is the lateral rail, and then back here you got the trice, and then this is the rear delt there. Can't really see it. I got weak delts. I don't have very good delts. But the idea here is that if you want that like 3D. if you want that 3D looking arms, which I don't have, my arms are very weak. The best part of my biggest muscle is my legs. My lower body is like my pride. My upper body, fucking garbage. But if you want that like big arms, don't do more bicep curls. Bicep curls, you think is the most important thing? Nah, work on the triceps, because the long head of the triceps is way more bigger than the biceps could ever be. And you want to focus on the shoulders, especially the lateral delts, which is the side, which you can just do by lateral raises, which I recommend cable lateral raises, and the rear delt, because the shoulders and the tricep, those two will make your biceps look bigger. You know what I'm saying? And don't focus on the front delt, because the shoulders, right? There's two parts, right? There's the front delt, there's the lateral delt, which is the side, like front, side, and back. The front delt, if you do chest day, if you do a lot of pressing movements like incline bench press, or like, you know, flat bench press or anything like that, you get plenty of front delt. A lot of people already have overdeveloped, you know, front delt because of the chest press movements. But the lateral and the rear delt specifically, they're very neglected. And if you worked on that with the triceps, your arms will look way more bigger than just focusing on biceps only. This video is literally everything but solo leveling. We're talking about fucking... We're talking about bodybuilding now. We were just talking about YouTube ad revenue, adding ads manually. We're talking about body language of doing this kind of... This video is everything but solo leveling. And guess where I have all this knowledge from? All the knowledge that I'm spitting right now is from TikTok. Genuinely. TikTok is so educational. It educates me through such short form content, such concise content, which then I later kind of go on to look at long form content. This TikTok teaches me fucking everything.
Shot just makes me wanna. Jinwoo's close-ups, the anatomical muscle build, it really is strong in a lot of ways.
Ooh, the armpits!
The Chaehyun shots is probably one of the best looking drawings in the anime currently. The backlight from the gate does so much for these shots. And
Chaehyun looked better in the anime compared to the webtoon. I still stand by that. I talked about that in the anime versus manhwa comparisons. Chaehyun in the anime, it looks better.
Being serious here, the cloth folds with these 4 lines really insinuates.
Didn't even think about that. What about this? You looking here? I'm looking here. I'm looking here, Sinchi. Look at that. Look at it. The waistline, bro. The torso, the cut right here. You see the shading? The boom, boom, the separation at this waist over here. Oh my god, that's beautiful.
The tightness of her clothing and the bust size really emphasizes the bust size.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it again.
Bust
really
size.
Emphasizes the bust size. The hair strands also putting the lighting on the lines.
Yeah.
It's something that Doa Kobo use quite a lot since they have an in-house compositing team.
That's fucked up. Why this scene? But yes, this scene, you can clearly see the outer lining of Hoshino eyes as she's just bleeding out.
I know other shows does this too. A lot of them. Sakamoto did it recently. It wasn't the best. That's why Kape's drawings in Oshinoko really elevates the overall scene. Not just her strong drawings and the abundant amounts of hair strands, but the compositing itself on it is very nice. Like a good comparison is probably her drawings in Rent a Girlfriend.
One day, guys, one of these days, Rent a Girlfriend is coming, baby. We got 2 arcs, 2 core for season 4, apparently. The Hawaiian arc. Apparently, it's so peak that they decided to give it 2 cores. We're gonna fucking marathon Rent a Girlfriend, bro, just like what we did for ReZero.
Girlfriend. The stuff I'm not the biggest fan is the direction, drawings, and pacing. This definitely feels the most basic episode so far. It can feel a bit weak at times. The pacing itself can feel lackluster, not that lackluster. I'm not talking about the amount of chapters they adapt, no. It's cutting to different scenes. They did cut some parts in the manhwa, but in the previous episodes, they did the same thing. Yeah. But in the episodes, it doesn't feel like nothing was cut. Although for this one, it's pretty evident. While you can see in some instances, Hayase tried to use some neat looking shots, but the execution itself
kind of falls flat. Like, what is this, you know? You can barely kind of see him.
It's not the best. The perspective shots of the drawings just feel a bit off on how it is proportioned. It was consistently happening too. Yes, they didn't really put much resources in this episode, beside having Tomoko Sudo as chief AD and a random Kano correction. In terms of animation, we got Choi's fucking aura farming. They didn't go overboard with the textures for the monsters, so it's good. The hand animation, the clicking motion, you can feel the weight of his hand slowly moving back with the
True.
camera tracking it. The effects patterns are gorgeous, especially these light flares.
Yeah, look at this, bro. Little crosses and then extra little crosses you can see here.
Patterns that's also very colorful. All around the
Love that little impact frame there. Let's look at that again. Right before the ignition.
very
Let's go back, frame by frame. Go. Oh yeah, look at that. It goes big, then reduces. Oh, you guys can't see this. Boom, 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 boom. I love that shit.
colorful. All around the effects work are nice. The spiky effects could be corrected by Kano. I think he tweeted that he participated in this episode with a small correction. I don't know why he's even here, but cool. The close-up choice shots with the orange shade from the flames really showed his magic fire skill thing. Or again, it could be just him aura farming. We still on a streak of low priority episodes. At least it's not an edging streak. I think
Yeah. Whoa, edging streak. Yeah, the first 2 episodes was pretty back-to-back hype episodes that weren't the most priority, but bigger priority than the most recent 2 episodes, right? And then episode 3 and 4 were slower for sure, right? But it's I think that it's just the nature of the story. And even like the episode before this, even if it was low priority, it was still really fun. It was still very exciting. It says this one is definitely the most downtime. This one is the most, I guess, quote unquote, boring one. To me, I still enjoyed it a lot because of what it meant for the story of solo leveling as Sung Jin-woo reaches S rank and the stage is set and the world building again expands with Go Gun-hee entering the fray and, you know, the interaction with Sung Jin-woo and Cha Hae-in also getting now involved directly now, making contact with Jin-woo finally, right? All of those different things I think really just like enhanced my experience of this episode, even though it was, again, lackluster and lower priority compared to the previous episodes. What happened to Jin-woo's arm in this frame? Guys. And yes, you're absolutely right. I was just gonna make a joke about poor lighting, okay? Just the arm angles. Listen, it's all about the it's all about the angles. It's all about the lighting, the angles, and he doesn't have the pump right now. Listen, when I showed you my arms, bro, I got no pump right now. You gotta fucking you gotta fucking work out for a bit and really get the pump, and then you get the perfect lighting, and you try to fucking manipulate the angles to look big and stuff like that. But yeah, right over here, pretty flat. All his muscles went away, man.
the next episode is gonna be 1, 2. Then episode 6 should get prioritized quite a bit. I think a lot of people.
Episode 6 is the episode, huh? Oh man, that's gonna be when ReZero's back too, I think, or roughly in that time period. It's gonna be good. I better get the fuck out of Shadowban by then, man. I'm gonna miss out.
That care only about the fights might not like this episode. Like, listen, solo leveling story is basic, and as a manga reader, I have some problems with it.
Okay.
But if an anime is all about action, nothing else, I'm not gonna enjoy it too. Same goes for Demon Slayer. If the characters were like Tachibana from Nisekoi,
Yeah.
that shit would be ass. Or
Whoa! Why is she getting strays? Tachibana from Nisekoi. Why is she bad? Hold up. Go back. Let's see this. This girl looks so cute. But she could be a demon in disguise. Tachibana from Nisekoi. She sucks? Okay. Alright. Okay, I'll keep a mental note.
that shit would be ass. Or you can be like Bleach, like, my fucking god, like.
Yeah?
Sorry
What?
about that. This episode was really nothing special or even crazy.
Yeah.
I'm just splitting hairs making this video. If
Hey, we're farming, hey? We're all farming here.
you guys like this video, leave a
Please
like.
click like. If you
hate
didn't,
it,
leave a like.
Comment down below what are your thoughts on today's episode.
Yeah. And that's pretty much it. We just basically just talked about everything but solo leveling in today's video. Also, Jesus Christ, everyone is reacting to sister leveling. I love to see it. Shout out to Jamie, you know, Nicholas Light, GOT Games, Precious Anime, Neil. Like everybody is fucking reacting to sister leveling. I fucking love to see it. Please go check out Sinchi's channel. Here's a link. Oh. Not that idiot. No, fuck that guy. That's from a previous drama video. All right, click this. Please go click this link. This video is unhinged. Please go click this link. Give Sinchi a like. Subscribe to him if you haven't. Go support him. I'll see you guys next time.